Good morning vlog. How are ya? It's been a while since I've done a vlog on my main channel, and honestly the reason that I want to do it today is because it's actually CMA Fest in Nashville, which is a week of concerts and country music, and it's really not my thing, to be honest. I've literally gone maybe once since I moved here 10 years ago. I'm not a country music person, but usually a lot of brands come into town to celebrate the festival and do pop-ups. My dog's going crazy. And do pop-ups. And today just happens to be a day where there's a lot going on. And so because of that, I'm not getting to see my son for very much today, which really makes me so sad. I'm just in this stage where I just want to be with him all the time. And I know that being away from him and working makes me a better mom, so I'm trying to balance that, but I'm not really gonna see him much today. He just left for his nanny's house. It is 8:50 in the morning, and I have a really cool meeting this morning that I wanna talk to you guys about, and then I'm going to an event thrown by my management company, which is called the Digital Department. And then I have the afternoon to myself, and then in the evening, I'm going to a dinner with Noise, the fragrance brand. So I'm very excited for all of this. It's just kind of a lot, and I really miss my kid, even though I see him every single day. So vlogging, I feel like, will help me be distracted from the fact that I'm not going to be able to put him to bed tonight because I'm going to this dinner. So I need to get ready for this meeting, which, long story short, I have 3 new lip liner stains launching this summer. I'm not gonna say an exact date because it always changes and then people are mad. And it's gonna be this summer though. And along with that, we are making sure that we're getting the freckle pen and the lip liner stains that we already have with new caps. So there's just a lot going on. It's all really good and fun. And to celebrate that, I really wanted to do something with a local Nashville smoothie shop or coffee shop, because the names of the liners are all coffee adjacent or could be turned into drinks, along with the actual name of the product, which is the Bit & Juice lip stain. So I'm like, we could do a juice, we could do a coffee, we could do a smoothie. And I've just been pitching to different places in Nashville, and one in particular, which I'm not gonna say the name because I don't know what's gonna happen, if it's gonna happen or not. But if it does happen, obviously I will tell you everything. But I have a meeting with the founder of this smoothie shop today from 10 to 11. So I have about an hour to get ready, and I'm like, I don't know what to wear. This is an actual business meeting. I haven't done business meetings in a very long time. And I'm just nervous because I'm like, I need to properly pitch myself in this situation. And another long story short, within this pitch deck that I made, they're kind of trying to become the Erewhon of the South. They have locations in Nashville and Atlanta. And so I'm like, how can I lean into that? Because the #1 selling thing at the Erewhon in LA is gonna go ahead and be the Hailey Bieber smoothie. And why is that? She's an influencer and a beauty product person. So I'm trying to just really lean into that and say, look, they do collabs with your brands. They do collabs with a lot of new stores that come into town. And I'm kind of like, I think it's time for you to start working with creators so that you can build that up and start working with beauty brands. So we'll see. That's the angle I'm gonna go in with. I need to do my skincare. My skin has not looked very good recently. I've been using this CeraVe Hydrating Foaming Oil Cleanser, but I think I need to switch to a regular gel cleanser because I'm not sure if the oil is making things worse, because my skin is really dry, but also acne prone. So if I put too much on to help combat the dryness, I start to break out. And then I'm like dry and I have pimples, which is the worst combination ever. I literally just said in my podcast, which if you haven't gone and listened to it, there are 3 episodes out. Dry skin is worse than oily skin. This camera's so bad at focusing. Dry skin is 100% worse than oily skin. And I think it's because when you do your makeup, it literally looks bad from the very moment you do your makeup. Instead of when you're oily, it looks good and then it starts to get oily. No, with dry, you're dry from the jump and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm trying to use up my stuff, as we all know, so I'm going through this prequel half and half right now for my moisturizer of the moment, especially because I just use this underneath my sunscreen because my sunscreen's not quite thick enough for me, but it doesn't make like a huge layer of oil or moisture on my skin. And my favorite SPF of all time, Ulta MD UV Clear Tinted. It's just so freaking good, and I go back to it over and over. I've actually been testing the Dew Glow Moisturizer Mineral SPF 50 from Naturium, and it's just okay. I don't love it, this one. It's kind of like a satin finish, which is strange because it's called Dew Glow. It doesn't actually leave your skin super dewy. I don't know, I feel like it just kind of sat heavy on my skin, which kind of sucks because The other chemical formula is really nice in the Dew Glow line. I've also been testing this Biodance Collagen Peptide Jelly Serum Mist. Really like it so far. It's literally like a serum, like a jelly that turns into a mist when you spray it. And it's essentially the same style of ingredients as their viral collagen mask, but in a mist format, which I really like because it just leaves your skin feeling super plump and there's no oil in it. Like the Beekman 1802 milkshake, I love it, but sometimes it just makes me a little bit too oily because of that biophase. This is no oil, no oil. I'm going to put on the Rhode eye patches, which I like. I do like them, but I don't love them. I really think that they have great staying power, but they still are not as comfortable under my eyes as a classic eye mask that you could just throw away, like a collagen eye mask. But I do think they help with depuffing, and I like to keep them in the fridge. And I like that it's in a gel format so that it's not leaving your skin with a layer of product that sits under your makeup. It doesn't pill because it's like infused into the gel. All right, I put my hair in a little slick back. I got my little hoops in, and we are already crunched for time. Of course, it's 9:25. I need to be out of here by 9:45. I'm gonna do the lightest beat because I actually have to, I am gonna shower and do my hair and fully get ready for this dinner tonight in the afternoon. So I don't need to worry too much about having a beat that will last all day and night. And I'm using the Rhode Peptide Glazing Fluid to prep my skin. I did get a bunch of the new Rhode summer collection, and I will have that up as a short soon. I love it. It's so, so, so good. Bronzers are amazing. I really like the colors of the lippies. It's gorgeous, but I don't have time to do a full review for that right now. Maybe we can do it this afternoon when I'm getting ready for that. But I'm literally just about to slap on some skin tint concealer, boom, boom, boom. And I've actually been liking using the Refi Skin Base. At first I wasn't sure about it because it is so coverage, but now with a brush I like it because it is coverage, and it's just a really nice way to even out my skin tone, and it is super compatible with dry skin. So I just poured it out into the thing and go buck wild. And I'm in shade 150N. I do have to use a lot to get coverage, but so far I've used this much up, and I've probably used it 4 or 5 times. So you're gonna go through it fast, especially if you have stuff to cover, but it's a really nice formula. It just legit looks like skin, and I also got their water formula, their water bronzer, and their water blush on pre-order, so I should be getting that soon to test as well, which I'm very excited for. It reminds me of, what was it, Undone Beauty? I don't even know if they exist anymore. But they used to do that, water blushes and water bronzers, and I used to love them because it reminded me of getting a spray tan. It literally looked like the most natural tan ever because it just blends water into your skin. I'm gonna go CL for my concealer. I haven't used it in a while, but it works really well, and I need a little bit of coverage, and it has a nice cream consistency. It works well with a brush. I really need to declutter again, you guys, which is crazy. I feel like I do it literally, I need to declutter every quarter. And we were actually working with a organizing company that helped us organize our kitchen, and it was so satisfying to get rid of a bunch of stuff we didn't need and old appliances and stuff like that. And she was like, oh, we could easily do your beauty room. And I was like, the thing is, I need to keep some stuff for reference points. And she's like, oh, we can do that too. Like, we can organize and make a whole section of stuff that's lip balms that you want to keep but you don't use every day, and we can organize all your perfumes. And I was like, that would be amazing. I just haven't done it yet because I feel like I'm always working in here, so I would have to really set aside time that I wouldn't need to be filming, which is never. All right, I really want to try this new ColourPop liquid bronzer. It reminds me very much of the Rare Beauty contour bronzers, but this is in true bronzing shades, and it looks, oh, perhaps too much on. Well then, hold please while I blend this out. When I swatched it on the back of my hand, it looked very light. I think it is. I think I've just been picking bronzers that are slightly too dark for me recently, just because I like the undertone of a warm bronzer, but these are nice and sheer. I know you're like, wow, you're really slapping that on, and yes I am. These are nice and sheer, even though they are a little bit more pigmented than a balm, but they have a nice glowy finish to them, and sometimes I just want something like that will work well with the dry of the dry right now. This shade's probably too dark for me. It's Coral Beach, but I have a couple others that I can try. I feel like ColourPop has really been doing some good stuff lately. They have some amazing new eyeshadows. They have these new lippies, the Hyper Shine lippies that are very similar to the Makeup by Mario for way cheaper, and they come in so many shades. I'm literally getting an arm workout from blending this bronzer. That's good for now. Sticking with my obsession of the new blushes from Versed. This is in the shade Hint, which is the lightest pink shade, and I've just been loving this one for a little color on the cheek, and I feel like that's perfect for a businessy meeting. I'm literally meeting with the founder of this smoothie shop that I have been frequenting since 2020. I actually got my first bowl from them during COVID, and I was obsessed and have been ever since. And helps me get through my pregnancy. I probably ordered from this place every single day during my first trimester because they had a smoothie that had ginger and pineapple in it, and it was just like the only thing that I could stomach. Boom, boom, boom. A little bit of chocolate drip. Literally just gonna kiss my lashes with this right now. Pretty, pretty, pretty. This is a new tube and it's so nice. Fluffy, fluttery, brown. Little freckles. I've been going a lot lighter with my freckles recently because I've seen some videos of me when I started wearing freckles and they were just way too intense, and I feel like I'm just getting a little bit lighter with them and it's looking even more natural. I get asked all the time if my freckles are real, and now it's even more because I feel like I've really learned to blend them in and to put them in such a specific area on my face. I'm bringing all of the liners so that he can see them, which he's a straight man, so I don't know how much he's gonna care, but I feel like I should use one of them so that he could be like, wow, your lipstick looks great. I'm sure that's what a man would say, right? This is one of the new shades. I don't think I can tell you the name yet, but it's a muted light brown. It is definitely a shade that is missing from the stain world, especially for lighter skin tones who just want a little something. It's my favorite of the new ones. Very natural, and I've really been liking these Ilia Overglaze Hydrating Lip Glosses, specifically in the shade Terra, which is a really nice nudie terracotta shade. The perfect your lips fit better for me. This brings a little life to the lips, but not too much. All right, I think I'm gonna do a tiny, tiny scotch of powder under the eye. Literally just a little bit for creasing with the Kosas in Feathery. Then my current favorite setting spray, which is the Laura Mercier Translucent Hydrating. This is such a nice spray. It's like an aerosol can, so it comes out super fine, and it's hydrating and blurring. It's the best of both worlds. I think that's it for the makeup. I feel cute, but not too overdone. I have to put pants on. Okay, here's the fit. I feel like it's giving business, but also casual, cool girl. I just feel like my boobs ruin every single outfit I wear because they're so big, and I just don't know how to dress them. So, makeup looks good though. I hate my freaking big boobs, but it is what it is. That's the only hint that I'll be giving. I'm sitting outside. And he's late, and I'm wondering if he's trying to trick me. You're not gonna scare me, guy. Update, that meeting went so well. You guys, that meeting went better than I could have ever dreamed it. I made a really cool pitch deck for them for this collaboration, and it paid off because he really liked it. And it's just all the thoughts I had and all the work that I put into it, he totally agreed with, which is the best way to start a partnership or a collaboration, is to be like, we have the same goal, we're on the same page about why we want to do this for this store's sake and also for my sake. It's just great, and I'm really excited to have a local activation for one of my products. I'm so lucky that this is my job and that I get to do stuff like this, so I'm really, really excited. Again, I'm not gonna say who it is yet. If you live in Nashville, you probably know, but it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really good, and it's gonna be a coffee. It's gonna be a coffee and not a smoothie. So I just got home after that meeting. I pumped in the car, and I have to catch up on so much work. I just posted the podcast for today, so I need to go answer a crap ton of comments. I need to post on Instagram and TikTok. I need to answer emails. I need to get some stuff together for a brand deal I have coming up. I need to play with the dogs, and then I need to get ready for tonight, and I have to leave super early because this is all the way in Franklin. We're going to South Hall for dinner, which is, if you remember from my vlog, right before I gave birth, I did a vlog where Reed and I went to South Hall. It has the best food ever, and it's just a dinner event, so I'm very, very excited for that. But it takes an hour to get there, which, like, if I lived in LA, like, that would be what every event is. But usually, because I live so close to downtown, it only takes me like 20 minutes to get around. So I just got to plan for that. I'm gonna probably have to pump there too. So the good news is, besides all this other good news, is that Raleigh had a great first nap and he finished his bottle with his new nanny. So I'm very proud of him. I'm very happy. Today's a good day, and it is 80 degrees outside, so it's a good day. So right now I'm working on graphics and stuff for my podcast, and it is basically a whole other job. And I still am like, I love doing the podcast, but it's so much work. But I think I need to figure out what it is that I want from this podcast, because I'm not looking to do a podcast to make money and have sponsorships and have that be my main thing. I'm doing it for fun. I'm doing it because I like talking about the beauty industry, and I feel like there's just not really a place for that on my beauty page. So I need to be like more chill about it. Totally chill. It's just, there's a lot coming up in the next couple months that's really exciting, that's just going to take a lot of prep work, and I just like putting out really good stuff at the end of the day. And I don't like saying no to things or opportunities that come my way, and that's great, but my life and my time is a lot thinner now than it used to be. So I just need to be okay with that and realize literally what I said on my last podcast. I have the time that I have, and I like to put out the podcast because it fills my cup. And if other people don't end up finding it because of that, that's okay for now. But when I get even more time, you best believe. You know me, I love to pump out the content. Yeah, I'm basically trying to put together like a meme slide where it's like things I talked about from that episode, and I put them all in one slide together. And my house cleaner's coming in 45 minutes, who I love, and we always talk about makeup, and she takes home a bunch of makeup every time she comes, so I'm curious what she's gonna pick out today. And then I have lunch and probably take these dogs for a walk, but I can't say that or they'll get excited. So I'm up in Raleigh's nursery because I have to put away some of his clothes, and I want to show you them because they're so cute. I just got this little one from Hannah Anderson, and it's so cute. And I can't believe how big his clothes are right now. It literally makes me sick when I look through his clothes, because we just had to put away the 3 to 6 month sizes, which is so devastating and also beautiful because we have so many beautiful clothes from so many friends and family. This is a new jammy from Hannah Anderson with Bluey and Bingo on it, and Mom and Dad, which I'm obsessed with Bluey. Bluey is the best kids show I've ever seen. We genuinely enjoy watching it. But I wanted to show you some of my other favorite brands of kids clothes. This is from Quincy May. I don't know if Quincy May and some of the other ones that I like are like sister brands, but they make really good bubble rompers. This one is supposedly 6 months to 12 months. No, it's really small. It's not gonna last him a couple other months, but it's a nice soft bubble romper. And he wears that constantly to his nanny. This is a little bubble romper that his old nanny got him that isn't working with us anymore, leaving nannying altogether, but she got these for the boys. Besties, just like our moms. Because I am doing a nanny share with one of my best friends. My mom got him this from Costco, and he looks like a girl when he wears it, and we call him Daisy when he wears this. And she got a 3-pack of them from Costco. This is one of my current favorites, and this is also from Quincy May. This is a little short romper set, and this one will definitely last him more than just a couple months, and this is also 6 to 12 months, and it's like soft little stripes. I have an entire closet full of his clothes that are actually really, really cute. 2-piece sets and stuff, but he never wears them because I don't have time to get him in the full outfit. You know what I mean? You just gotta go. This is another one we got from our friend. Has little berries all over it and little fruits, and again, bubble romper. It is probably 80 to 90 degrees in Nashville now most days. We don't have time for a full outfit. I got another bubble romper. This is the other brand I really like. This is Riley and Crew, and these are bigger. So you can see this is their 6 to 12 month, and this is Quincy May's 6 to 12 month. I guess they look the same. Well, for whatever reason, this one is a lot like billowier on Raleigh, and it has little sailboats on it. And Riley and Crew is what that brand is called, and they have the cutest stuff. I just feel like the bubble rompers are cuter than a classic little one piece like this is, or a little oneie. These are from Carter's, I think, and they're super soft. And I really like them, and these are the little dinosaurs ones, but I feel like they're just not as cute as a solo outfit. Your baby's in a leotard versus your baby's in a cute little romper. Big tip, something that we literally have to put on him every single day, hundreds of them, are these little bandanas that clasp around the back because he drools so much. We have to go through 2 of these a day just to get his drool. And our favorite sleep sacks are the Kite Baby sleep sacks. They are an actual blanket. They're so soft and so comfortable. And he's getting new teeth right now, so he has been just chewing the absolute crap out of the little zipper part. So I have to wash these every day. So fun. All right, I think it's like 3 o'clock. I just took a shower. I did my skincare again. I'm about to dry and do my hair, but I wanted to show you what I've been using on my hair before I put heat on it. First of all, look at my hair texture. It's so wavy, and sometimes I just leave it not like this, but wavy, and it's kind of fun. So this was an accidental purchase, actually, because I was trying to get Reed this wave spray from Kerastase, and they sent this on accident during the Sephora sale. This is the Gloss Absolute Anti-Frizz Glaze Milk. And essentially this is hyaluronic acid, glycolic acid, and wild rose in oil. And it is a all-in-one smoothing spray for long hair prone to frizz. I have short hair, but I still want to use it. Super melting multi-purpose spray, instantly detangles, hydrates, smooths, eases, blow dries, absorbs frizz, and flyaways while protecting from heat. So it's actually a heat protectant. So I've been using this, or I've been using the Chris McMillan Glassy Hair Oil, which is a spray, which is also a heat protectant. But mostly I'm still using this freaking OGX Bond Repair. This is a heat protectant up to 450 degrees. It's a leave-in conditioner. It makes your hair stronger, trace repair and protection. So honestly, I think I'm gonna do just a little bit of this and a little bit of this. But I do really like it. I just kind of feel like if you can get OGX at the drugstore, why not just do that? And it's like, look at that fine mist, and it really doesn't make your hair greasy. I only do a couple sprays because my hair is so short right now, and then I go through with a comb. Also, this robe is from the Brooklinen and Deadcool collab, and they also came out with a pillow spray with that collab, and I have a TikTok and a reel on a bunch of new fragrances, and that was in it, and sadly I don't like it. It's super lavender forward, which is fine. It's just that it's really strong. I think I could be like 70% less strong and I would enjoy it because it's supposed to be a pillow spray, but it literally just lingers so insanely long. I don't know. I'm sad about it because I usually love everything Deadcool does. Also, postpartum hair loss. I don't know if you can see this, but I have so many balls of hair from my shower. Then for the hair oil, I actually use a boar bristle brush to try and make sure that it's evenly distributed since it is an oil. This has a really nice fine mist, which is pretty hard to come by with hair oils. It's my current favorite. And then I brush that through with a boar bristle brush to make sure it's evenly distributed and not all clumped up in one area while my hair's wet. And I still have yet to find a hair dryer that's better than the Dyson. I have lost my camera along the way. Hair's done. I'm gonna run a little hot brush through it before I leave, but I need to get started on my makeup because I actually want this to last through the night, which I have a robe on. Just know that. My baby, guess what? Did not fall asleep for his last nap. He's supposed to sleep 3 hours and 25 minutes a day. Slept 2 hours, so he's about to be in a bad mood for his father, which not my problem, but I do feel bad for him. I'm starting with the Rhode glazing fluid from earlier. It's just such a nice first starting step without having to get like super liquidy, milky product on. Starts you off right, and then I need to put on something that's gonna keep my base on. Boom, 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 all about that base. And I am talking about Meghan Trainor, who is now quite thin. I just love how everyone decided to go on Ozempic right when I decided to have a baby. Super fun of them. The Refi face primer is what I use when I want things to last on my skin because it is a nice blurring primer. I'm gonna use that today. And I'm not gonna go too crazy with it because I don't wanna add a ton of layers on my skin, but I'm gonna particularly add it around my pores. I really can't decide what kind of look I want to go for tonight. I'm kind of, should you just go all out and do a little smoky number? Or should you just stay true, which you probably will, to who you are and just do something light? And I'm thinking maybe I'll use the Rode products again and just do a really classic me look and add a little bit of a shadow. And that's what I'm feeling, because like you guys know me, it ends up the way it ends up. But I think that we can jazz it up a little bit from my usual. So I am gonna put a little bit of this highlight milk from Rode on my orbital bones just to help my skin look super glowy. This is not a product that I would personally usually use all over. I feel like it's more of just an orbital bone kind of product. And then if you use a light foundation, it'll still glow through. And I like to really push it into my hand and then apply it. I'm gonna do a light layer of the Natasha Denona foundation because it's a nice medium thickness and it's really just so beautiful. It's a nice creamy consistency and I think that it will still allow for some of that glow to show through. And I'm using the BK Beauty 101 to push that into the skin. That's so pretty. I need to pull this out more often. I just never wear foundation. I only wear skin tints. It looks so pretty. I like to leave my eyes completely dry underneath because if I start to layer up my concealer with my foundation underneath it, it just gets so cakey because my under eyes are dry and getting older by the second. And I clearly need some friggin' brightener. I'm gonna do the Kosas brightener in Magic. And then I'm going to put the Tarte Creaseless Creamy. I really like this concealer. And I'm just gonna layer that and blend it. And this is the Rem Beauty B1 brush, which is my favorite concealer brush. I don't even think that it was meant to be a concealer brush, but it's what I use it for. All right, now that I am fully ghosted out, I'm gonna use the new bronzers from Rode. And I'm gonna use my favorite bronzer brush with them instead of the pocket brush because I just find that it's too small. I'm gonna use the shade Sunbed. Just like a nice warm brown. They're all a nice warm brown. They're bronzers. And I'm just gonna go crazy. These have a very similar formula to the blushes. Honestly, I feel like they're probably the exact same, which is fine by me because I really like the blushes. For blush, I'm feeling this contour shade actually from Westman Atelier in the shade Cocoa. I love this color and it would certainly be a very cool toned contour if you put yourself in the mindset of thinking that this is a contour, which yes, it could work that way, but I like to use it as a blush because it's just such a nice muted beige. This is the closest dupe to the original Bespoke from Merit, but it's completely different formula and the shades are a little bit different, but it is closer than any of the other dupes I've tried. For my eyes, I'm just taking this warm brown and I'm just gonna run it over the entire lid. This is in the shade Mid-Century from Merit. I'm just gonna use my finger because that's what these were intended for, finger use. And I'm just gonna run this over the entire eye and let it be like a super smoky look. It's very pretty. I will take this brush, however, and go along the bottom lash line. And these set pretty quickly, so you do have to be careful with the blending. And I'm adding the tiniest bit of the shade Nelson, which is a really nice grayish. Just right along this lash line. And I'm still blending with my finger, just to give it a little bit of drama. I'm not that good at eyeshadow, but I find that it always works itself out once you put mascara on. I'm gonna take the pink Kosas powder under my eyes, and then I'm gonna set the rest of my face with the other shade in Feathery before I go in with some powders. We are doing the full look today, people. We are doing powders. Doesn't happen very much around here. Kosas makes all their money from me from their powders and their damn deodorant. I use it every single day, and I have for years. It's literally the only thing that got me through my pregnancy because I was stinky. Day bronzer in the shade Amalfi. I love these. I just wish I wore powders more often because I would pull this out way more. It's so pretty. This is the Huda Beauty Strawberry Latte blush palette and I freaking love it, especially these two shades. I just go back and forth. And my face has already eaten my blush completely, so I'm gonna try and get it back with this, and then if I need some more, I can add a cream on top. So we're extra blushy. And I always carry a mini blush in my purse because I feel like it's the first thing to go. And I love to be overly blushed.
That's perfect.
But I would, okay, that's good to know because I was thinking about like. So it's like, my whole thing is trying to make stuff that's different than other stuff on the market. So it's like an actual brush tip so you can get a really. So like I'm telling 3 girls using my product.
it again.
3 girls using my products in front of my face. It means a lot to me. No, seriously. So that shade is raspberry jam.
The fact that we're at a noise event, but it's Duble who's on, it's on display. My girl is doing it. They're killing it. And I have a little mascara. You guys know I've tried the little freckle picking, but fabulous.
Hi, happy Thursday? It's Thursday. I ended up not finishing filming yesterday during the event and getting ready because my house cleaner had started vacuuming and it was just too loud to finish. And then I got stressed and my son came home and I needed to just finish getting ready. But I should have some footage in here from the actual event and I had such a good time. The event was beautiful. The dinner was incredible. I literally had 1 glass of wine and I was like, I'm feeling tipsy. So the dinner was incredible. I sat with my friend Brittany, who is one of my very close creator friends. And we just had a great time. We talked to the founder of Noise, the CEO. We told them what kind of scents we want. We got to sample a scent that's coming out in September, which is really fun. It's a very sexy kind of scent. We just kikied the night away and had a great time. I also gave out some Bubel products to girls. That is my MO whenever I'm out. If I happen to be with other influencers, I will give them all my products so that they can try them out, and that's literally how I've gotten half of the people in my life to use them. For example, when I was in LA, I went to a masterclass for Donnie Davy, who is the makeup artist for Euphoria, and I just shot my shot and gave her my freckle pen, and now she uses it in Euphoria. So you just never know, and you have to be confident and shoot your shot, and the worst thing they're gonna say is like, no, thanks so. And that's never happened to me. The only time it's happened, I was trying to talk to Desi Perkins at a Summer Fridays event, and she wouldn't give me the time of day, which she definitely doesn't have to. And I literally put my freckle pen in her purse. I don't think she ever found it though, because she's never used it, but sometimes I will be that bold. But anyways, today I kept Raleigh at home in the morning because I just really missed him, not being able to be with him last night, even though I had a great time. I just hated not being home to put him to bed. So I stayed with him this morning and he's napping now. And I'm gonna take him to nanny care in a little bit. And today I just really need to focus because I need to edit. I honestly probably need to film, which I feel like I'm not in the right headspace to film, but it's the only time I have this week to do so. And I need to start planning out the content for this drink collab. I was just talking to Reed last night about how it just feels like, how does any woman do everything she needs and wants to do? It's impossible if you have a kid. And I was talking to the CEO. Look at Penny right now. She's just staring at me through this window. Please let me in. I was talking to the CEO and she was like, I breastfed my kids for 16 months because I was saying I'm gonna have to pump in the car after this. She was like, I have 2 boys, I breastfed them for 16 months each and I took a 9-month maternity leave. And I was like, how did you do that and still work and still get back in the business? And I think what I realized is that right now, the 2 things that are the most important to me is my work and my family. And those are just what have to come first right now. And obviously taking care of myself is important, but I just have a lot of lofty goals and things that I want to pursue with my career right now that I just want to happen really badly and would feel bad if I didn't follow through on them. So I'm just going with that for now, but I'm happy to be with Raleigh this morning, and obviously I'm with him all weekends and on Mondays. So anyways, I need to make the bed. I just found 3 toys in my bed. I'm back from dropping the boy at nanny care and I'm starting to work on clipping my podcast from last episode. And it can be very difficult to get your points across without clip farming and being a clickbaiter, because I don't like that at all. It's really hard to clip them without it feeling like there's so much more context to all the conversations I have on my podcast. So I am kind of excited to start getting guests on so that I can just have fun, silly conversations that aren't so serious and have so much weight to them. And I think I'm actually gonna have Reed on tonight, which I'm very excited about. Maybe we'll have a little glass of wine and talk, because I wanna ask him questions about the financial aspects of the creator industry, because he's a financial advisor and has quite a few clients that actually do content. And I think that would be really fun, not only for creators to learn about, but also for the general public to learn that it is kind of difficult to manage your own wealth if you are an entrepreneur. Also, I just ordered a cheeseburger and french fries because I was watching some vlog where people were eating McDonald's, which I haven't had since I was in college, literally since I got diagnosed with celiac in 2019. I graduated college in 2015 and I moved to Nashville. I wasn't eating McDonald's, but I was eating McDonald's in college, and something in me was like, oh my God, you need a McDonald's double cheeseburger and french fries right fucking now. It just hit me. It was as strong of a craving as when I was pregnant. It was nuts. So I just ordered Joyland, which is our version of a fast food restaurant that's gluten-free in Nashville, and it is the best. But I don't know, I probably should not be eating a burger and fries for lunch, but I'm letting it go because I need to fulfill this craving and I need to fulfill it right now. Hey, so I got those burgers and fries and it didn't end well. So I've been editing in bed this entire time because my stomach is killing me. So I'm gonna end this vlog here. Love you guys. I hope you had fun catching up. I can't wait to tell you more about all the things that are coming up this summer. Tell me what summer plans you have below, and I will see you in the next one really soon.